I watched a video this morning where Jordan Peterson argues that we're as enamored with the superheroes as we are because we're not religious enough, that they are our substitute gods. Well, I'm uploading these videos first to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn's not an appropriate forum to have a religious debate, but I would argue we are as enamored with the superhero stories as we are because they are our stories. Think about Superman. He's the central, iconic superhero. Superman walks around every day as Clark Kent, a slightly nerdy figure who has some difficulty fitting in with the cool kids. Who among us hasn't felt like that? You know, nervous as you approach the cool kids' table, or fearful that you might not get picked to be on the team. And beneath his facade or persona lurks his true self, his greatness, his power. That's if not the central tenet of the human condition, this belief in our unrealized potential, that each of us possesses something uniquely powerful, that we're great in some way, if only we could get it out, if only we were called upon to demonstrate it. And Superman is reluctant to walk around as Superman all the time, reluctant to put it all the way out there because it's scary. You know, it's scary to be fully self-expressed. It's scary to raise your hand and say, I'm unique, I'm special. It's not just this fear born of insecurity, but the result can be difficult. You know, just like Superman, in this life, if you put yourself out there and you gain any sort of notoriety, you're going to get a lot of love, but there are going to be a lot of haters too. And that's Superman's experience. And then beyond the internal struggle, there are the external obstacles. First, he's got kryptonite. That's so much a part of our story that we use that term as metaphor all the time. Like, dude, she's my kryptonite, man. Or I fought the good fight all day, man, but at night, it's that ice cream. It's my kryptonite. And if he gets beyond all that, there are the real foes that he has to do battle with. And that's just a dramatized representation of our everyday. Life is a protracted struggle. And if you seek to put yourself out there to be recognized for your great strength, your unique power, you'll find all the more obstacle, all the more challenge. I share this because as we strive to navigate the human waters every day, especially when we have to influence one another. You know, colleagues need to get colleagues to do things, or in particular, managers struggle to get workers to do this task or take on that responsibility. When you're asking Clark Kent to do something, you know, the boss at, the Daily something where Superman works, the boss might have some difficulty getting Clark Kent to do this or do that. But no one has to tell Superman what to do. You know, when the chief recognizes his great strength and they call upon him to save the day, you know, he gets after it. And that's what each one of us wants. We want to be of worth, of value in the world, and we want someone to see our greatness, to look beyond our Clark Kent and see our Superman or Superwoman and call upon us to bring that strength to bear. So if you're struggling with your workers or your colleagues, understand that lurking beneath the Clark Kent facade of all of those people is a budding superhero, Superman or Superwoman. And it might be at times difficult to see, but if you can recognize the unique strength in an individual, speak to it, and then call upon them to put it to work. I mean, that's what each of us wants. Worst case, you're going to have a motivated worker. Best case, You're going to have a superhero on your hands.